Footsteps on the Road to Learning, or The Alphabet in Rhyme. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information and to find out how you can volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Sam Stinson. I've got a new book, full of fine pictures too, and now I will try to read it all through, thus showing Mamma how good I can be, and how well I remember my ABCD. A is for ass, for ape, and for ark, as well as for ant and for Ann. B is for boy, for bat and for bark, for bag and for bed and for bran. C is for cow, for calf and for cart, for cot and for cat and for cake. D is for dog, for dame and for dart, and also for duck and for drake. E is for eye, for ear and for east, for elk and for eel and for end. F is for fire, for fan and for feast, for fox and for frank, and for friend. G is for girl, for great and for gull, for go and for gun and for gate. H is for hen, for hop and for hull, for hat and for hut, and for hate. I is for ink, for idler, for in, for ibex, for ice, and for ill. J is for jug, for John and for Jim, for jig and for Jack and for Jill. K is for kite, for kid and for key, for kiss and for keg and for keep. L is for lamb, for lad and for lee, for lip and for leg and for leap. M is for mask, for Mary and male, for man and for map and for moon. N is for nose, for net and for nail, for nut and for nest and for noon. O is for old, for owl and for out, for ox and for oar and for oak. P is for play, for pin and for pout, and also for pen, pig, and pork. Q is for quiet, for quiver and quill, for quick and for queen and for quack. R is for rabbit, for rat and for rill, for rose and for ring and for rack. S is for sea, for ship and for shop, for sister, for star, and for sun. T is for tree, for ten and for top, for tub and for toad and for ton. U is for urchin, for urus, for urn, for use and for up and for us. V is for vend, for visit and vain, for vine and for vat and for vice. W is for wagon, for wig and for wing, for whale and for wine and for wrist. X is for Xerxes, a famous old king, but for words, not a very long list. Y is for yoke, for you and for yell, for youth and for year and for yeast. Z is for zebra, for zenny and zeal, for zephyr, for zone, and for zest. Ampersand is a character oftentimes used in place of the word A&D, and though not a letter, 'tis never refused a place in the ABC. The 26 letters have now all been named, and I hope you will learn them at once. Indeed, if you don't, you will need be ashamed to be known for a very great dunce. End of The Footsteps on the Road to Learning, or The Alphabet in Rhyme.